I broke my glass tray. But that's not the point of the video. The point of the video today is making harder UIs, making humans human again. The other day, I was lying on my couch. I reached into my pocket, pulled out a flat piece of glass, tapped it 3 times with my thumb, and 30 minutes later, a warm pizza arrived at my front door. I didn't have to speak to anyone. I didn't have to hunt for my food. I didn't even have to put on my shoes. And it hit me. Life has become entirely too easy. The entire internet is designed to spoon feed us. It is built to encourage absolute unapologetic laziness. Everything is one click this and seamless that. As a normal person using a website, everything feels so easy, so lazy. As if everything was made just for me to not lift my finger. But we humans, we are made to be adventurous. We used to climb mountains and cross rivers. So why settle for the laziness? Why not make our everyday simple UIs harder? Instead of accepting this boring, effortless digital world, I decided to fight back. I took the most normal, everyday things you click on when you use a website and I made them incredibly, painfully hard. To prove to you how challenging a website should be, I built my own hotel room booking platform. And today, I'm gonna force myself to book a room on it. I have to survive the obstacles I created myself. These are the 5 pillars of adventure. As I manage to survive each of the ridiculous obstacles I coded, a box will light up, and when all 5 are lit, I get my hotel room. So this website needs some graphics, and being a self-proclaimed professional graphics designer, I decided to kick the ass of Photoshop and make the graphics in CSS. Alright, we are in. To book the hotel room, the first hurdle I built is age verification. I wanted to make sure that no minors could enter, which requires me to prove that I'm 69 years old, which is actually true. Here, I completely disabled the keyboard input here. Typing 69 is too easy. Instead, I forced myself to play this Flappy Bird game. Here's the sick rule I wrote for this game. To enter the age 69, I have to play the game continuously and get the score exactly 69. That means flying through 69 pipes in one single perfect run. And guys, this is Flappy Bird. You know how it works. And what if I get 70? Then I have to fail and I have to start all over again to enter my correct age. Let's see if I can beat my own game. Here you go. Okay, 10, 15. Fuck! Okay, finally approaching 69. I need to get exactly 69 and then let the bird hit the ground or the pipes to lock the score in. 67, 68, 69. Finally, I passed the very first step of the website. You can imagine how hard it is gonna be. Okay, moving on, next is the CAPTCHA. You need to prove you are human and not a robot trying to make a robot girlfriend inside the room. I thought those little click the traffic light pictures were boring, so I made a rule where you have to set the website's volume to exactly a fixed percentage. Let me open the volume control I designed. Behold the artillery volume slider. You hold the mouse to power up the cannon and wherever the ball lands on the grass, that is your volume. I need to land it exactly on the mentioned percentage. A robot could just try again and again and calculate the initial drag. But I'm evil, so I programmed the cannon to spawn at a completely random angle every single time you open it. You can never truly rely on your muscle memory. Let's try to complete this game. What if we make it cross past 100%? I specially coded it so that if the cannonball goes past 100%, the volume just drops straight down to 0. It doesn't wrap around. There are no shortcuts. I literally have to do the mental math and land the ball exactly on the target. And just like that, I'm a math genius. Let's move to the personal details before I lose my mind. Alright, this is personal details. I need to enter my date of birth. Now normally I would just use my keyboard to type my birth date, but I disable the keyboard completely. If you look at the design here, there is no calendar grid. There is just a display of today's date, a minus button and a reset button. And I made sure holding down the down button doesn't speed up anything. Every single day requires a physical individual click. I'm claiming to be 69 years old for this website. This is roughly 25,000 days. I have to click the minus button 25,000 times. This is what I've done to myself. I'm a prisoner of my own creation. My forearm is completely numb now. I'm traveling backward through time one mouse click at a time. And the most stressful part is that I put the reset button right next to it. If my finger slips or my mouse slips after 20,000 clicks, I undo my entire progress. I'm terrified of my own mouse. Without wasting time, moving to checkout. Finally, the payment section. I scroll down and of course I added a tipping section. I wanted to make sure tipping is an absolute nightmare. So I absolutely removed the normal drop-down menu. I built a full casino roulette wheel just for the tip, and I put some absolutely insane options on here. 15%, 200%, 0%, and one option that literally says your firstborn child. I have to click to stop the wheel. I'm aiming for 0% because I'm not tipping my firstborn child, obviously. Let's try and time this rotation. Here we go. And this fucker obviously landed on the first baby. I knew this was a possibility, but I didn't actually think I would do it. And here I am. I don't even have a first child, and I have already agreed to an agreement for giving my first child to this website. And look at the button. I couldn't just make it a button. I made it a text box where you have to manually type I agree while crying to execute the transfer of your first baby if you have, or first baby if you are gonna have. Okay, this is it. This is the finish line. Let me just accept the terms and conditions and be done with it. I want no more of this harder revise for now. Now how the fuck am I supposed to find the correct one here? I know I built this and even I don't know which one is the real checkbox. They are all identical. Okay bro, calm down. I just have to guess. Let me try this one. Of course, a fake. What can I even expect of myself? And because I'm a terrible person, I made it so that when you dismiss the pop-up, they all reshuffle. Every time you guess wrong, they scramble. You can't even track them. Give it to me, man. I'm tired of this. Oh my fucking god, why is this so hard? And finally, I found the real one. The button is green. I did it. My soul is completely drained. My clicking finger is broken, but the hotel room is booked. So what did we learn today? We learned that making simple things is boring, but making things hard will break you as a human being, especially if you are the idiot who is making it hard in the first place. If any of you want to test your sanity, the link for this nightmare is in the description. Just don't come crying to me when you give away your firstborn child because you missed a 10% tip. Subscribe if you want me to make a website where you have to physically jump up and down in front of your webcam to scroll the page. See you in the next one. Peace out.